Hi. Okay. So today I'm going to review Nikina by Nadia. First of all, this is a Malay book. I'm a big fan of Nadia. I started reading indie books because of Nadia, and I feel like Nadia is a really good writer, and the thing that I like the most about her is because she's very good at writing dialogues that make you feel that this is a real story. Because the way that she writes dialogues is that she writes them in a way that they sound authentic and meaningful and real. I can compare this with one book that I'm currently reading, Voices in My Head. I wanted to pull it out, but then I feel like it's an attack towards the writer. I'm not gonna say who's the writer of this book. You can figure it out on your own, or if you follow me on Twitter, you'll probably know. Or you follow me on some other social media, you can also ask me. So in that story, the dialogues are very fake. They're very pretentious, and the weird thing is the characters that give out these dialogues aren't really what the author wants to call pretentious. They want to call these people as charming, as interesting, and yet they come off so pretentious and exhausting, and really they don't sound real at all, as opposed to if we talk about Nadia dialogues. I feel like a very bad fan because I'm gonna critique a lot of things about this book. One of the things that bothers me is that when she writes it in first person point of view and she divides the chapters according to who is speaking, like Kina or Nick or Dini. For Dini, I really love the character. He has a strong voice. He is very obvious in his choices. It's definitely him when he's talking. But for Nick and Kina, it's very difficult for you to guess which one of them is writing or speaking, for the matter. And it's because maybe in the dialogues you can see the difference in how they speak. However, in their behavior and the monologues, you feel like they're not really well defined. And I feel like this is something that Nadia should have thought about when she wrote the book in this way. Because when you write from separate point of views of the different characters, you have to make sure that your characters are well defined enough so that they have different voices. And Nick and Kina do not have very distinctive voices. That's something that's very unfortunate. Another thing that I find unfortunate about this book is the fact that she put a plot twist that is quite disappointing. Nadia is famous for her plot twists, and for example, the plot twist in Gantung and Kelabu, both of them got me really good, and I really like how well written those plot twists were. However, for Nikina, when you really read into it, you feel like you're being cheated because she's using the plot twist as if it just were a method to make the reader feel like, aha, you missed this, right? But then at the same time, it's something that is not a good plot twist. It feels forced, and that's the disappointing part. And I wish that she wouldn't do this, to the book, because it's such a good book. And even until the ending, I enjoyed it. I finished it in 4 hours. I love Nadia work. However, I was very disappointed that it turned out this way. And another thing that bothered me is that it came out a bit preachy, where I think that she was trying to push female empowerment forward. She was trying to make women feel empowered. However, it came out a bit preachy whenever one whole paragraph of women empowerment came in suddenly, and that's something that I don't really adore about books. I don't really like books that preach, like even if it's a book about Islamic romances and suddenly they preach about it. I don't really enjoy that. I prefer if these points are made subtly and without much force with them. However, I do recommend this book. It's a good book. I finished it in 4 hours, remember? So I am a big fan of Nadia Han. I hope she doesn't find this video, and I hope that only my closest friends watch this, because seriously I don't want her to hate me. Okay, yeah, that's it. Bye. Oh yeah, did I say I am Nad?